Hi everyone, my name is Woon. I'm the inspirational coach and consultant. So today I'm going to work with our Kanyin studio team to share with you all on 2020 Chinese Astrology Guide with inspirational words of wisdom. So hopefully can bring you some ideas, some guideline to live up your best in this year. So in our life, there are three important factors that influencing us the most: heaven, earth, and man. Thiên Địa Nhân. So the heaven, Thiên here means that every one of us, so no matter who you are, where you came from, what is your family background, every one of us has our own strength and our talent. So basically, I'm using the 八字 as a Chinese astrology tool to support my client to understand themselves better as a life SWOT analysis. And next would be the earth day. So it means that the environment, the chi flow, because each sector, no matter it's your home or office, once the activation stars has been activated, that would make a positive changes in a person's life as well. And last but not least is about the man, yeah? It's talking about a man, a wisdom, the good deeds, and our contribution, our effort. That would also make a lot of difference. 一命二運三風水四積德五讀書. So this part is more on the fourth and the fifth, which is the good deeds and also the wisdom that we gain from day to day. I'm going to share with you on few sessions of sharing that's taking care about 2020 八字, feng shui, and also how we are going to heal our emotion to lift up a higher subconscious mind so we are able to live up our best. Okay, so let's move on to 2020 12 animal sign. So in 八字, we used to call it as a 子平八字, yeah, because it was originally developed by 徐子平大師 from Song Dynasty. And basically there's a 4 pillars: year, month, day, and hours pillars. So the year here is more relevant to the industry, social circle of friends. And in the month pillar is more relevant to the career, job, parents. Yeah? So the day pillar is more relevant to self, spouse, and the home. And last but not least, hour is more relevant to the dreams, inspiration, the investment. So besides of referring to the auspicious and the inauspicious star in the year pillar, so we also need to refer to the whole Bazi chart, that means the month, day, hour pillar. For example, if let's say you are born in time of 11 p.m. to 1 a.m., that means your chart is also present with the red, yeah, red zodiac. So that means the red zodiac, auspicious star and inauspicious star is also relevant to you. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, so we shall have a look for red year, yeah. So in the year of red, and people with a red sign, so it's present with general star, year courage, and the golden lord. So general star is actually meant for leadership. So you are given a higher responsibility to perform as a great leader this year. Okay, and also supported by year courage. That means people are actually paying attention on you. So while the status is increased, the money opportunity would be increased as well. That is the impact of the golden lord. Okay. And let's have a look for the inauspicious star. So that would be the Grand Duke, Sword Edge, and the Hidden Corpse. So all these negative stars is actually reminding us to be alert on our personal safety. Okay, so I would suggest the people with a red sign to actually do some blood donation, or you can do some teeth cleaning as well to reduce the negative impact of the negative star. So besides of people who has a year with a red sign, so if let's say you are also born in December 7 to January 5th in a Western calendar, or November in Chinese calendar, or your time of birth is fall in 11 p.m. to 1 a.m., so that means your chart is present with the red sign as well. So next we move on to the ox sign. So people with ox zodiac is present with the sun, duke combination, and heavenly noble. Inauspicious star would be bad chi, yin sha, and the sky emptiness. So the sun star is actually meant for male noble people. So no matter your boss, your colleagues, or maybe your clients, let's say majority are male, so that's a good news for you. So you are able to gain a greater support for this year. And not forgetting we have the duke combination and also the heavenly noble. So the chance of success collaboration is there because ox is actually a good friend with the red zodiac year. Yeah. So it's under the 6 combination, one of the formula under 6 combination. So it's expected these ox sign people would have chance of working, success, collaboration with others. What are the negative stars that we need to pay attention? So while we are receiving good help from others, so remember to express our gratitude, because gratitude is actually one of the very important action, I would say. Our feeling, the good feeling, would be able to help to heal the negative star, which is a bad chi, yin star, and sky emptiness. So all these stars actually remind us that if let's say the plan A is not works, never mind, we switch to plan B. So plan B is not works, it's okay, then we switch to plan C. So be flexible always to switch our ideas, switch our strategy. That would be okay for this year. If let's say you are also born in January 6 to 3rd of February in Western calendar, or December in Chinese calendar, or your time of birth is 1 to 3 a.m., that means your chart is present with ox sign as well. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, now we have a look for the tiger. So tiger is actually present with the sky horse star. So sky horse is actually a good star for people that require a lot of traveling in the job. So if let's say you are under employment, so make sure do some traveling activity. So those people who are in business, so this is a good year for you to expand your business to other region. And what are the negative star to take a look? That would be solitary star. So this is the star that make us feeling of loneliness. So I would say it's logic, because when we are a lot of traveling in work or in personal area, so that cause a lesser time at home. So therefore the feeling of loneliness is there. But not to worry much, as nowadays we have a video call, we have a WhatsApp call, so we still can use this tool to making good connection with our loved one, so there shouldn't be a problem. So other stars to take note is the funeral door and the earth funeral. So this is to remind us to take good care of elderly family members at their home. So try not to let them to sleep at the illness sector like the south sector for this year, and also the east sector, which is the 5 yellow star sector. Okay, so besides of people born in the tiger year, so if let's say you are also born in the 4th of February to 5th of March in Western calendar, or January in Chinese calendar, or your time of birth is 3 to 5 a.m., that means your chart is present with tiger as well. So all this star is also relevant to you. Okay, so now we move on to rabbit sign. So rabbit is present with the moon, reed matchmaker, and the tong fu, the tongue charm. And inauspicious star would be hawk spirit, piercing rope, and triple punishment. So the moon star means that we are able to gain female noble people support. For example, your boss, your colleague, or your client. So majority are female, or if let's say your products that you are selling is targeting on female, so that would be a good news for you. So it's expecting to achieve a greater outcome for this year. Reed matchmaker, Hong Lun Sing Dong. So people who are single, so good news for you. So do your best to look for your loved one. And those people who are in a stable relationship, also potential of receiving good news of getting married as well. Okay, and the Tong Fu means that while your status, while everything is so smooth, and the status is potential to increase as well. Okay, so what are the negative stars that we need to pay attention? So all these 3 stars, the Ngao San, Kun Sok, and Sam Ying. So all this star is actually reminding us to be alert on any money dealing or any contract terms and condition. We need to check carefully, otherwise there would have some misleading or misunderstanding issue. And on top of that, so people who are in a stable relationship, also be alert when you are dealing with the opposite sex, so to avoid any misunderstanding that affecting the current stable relationship. Because the Maozi, because the rabbit and this rat is actually fall under a punishment, it's called the uncivilized punishment. So that is the thing that we need to take note. Okay, so besides of people with rabbit year, so if let's say you are born in March 6 to 4th of April in Western calendar, or in Chinese calendar is February, or your time of birth is 5 to 7 a.m., that means your chart is present with rabbit sign as well. Okay, so now we move on to the dragon sign. So people with a dragon zodiac in their birth chart is present with 3 stages, national treasure, and elegant seal. So the negative star to pay attention is litigation, 5 ghosts, peeling head, and yellow flag. So 3 stages, while people jumping 1 stage, you are jumping 3 stages. So of course this is a metaphor to represent that your status and getting higher recognition for this year. So it's good for people to climb the corporate ladder. Okay, and also supported with a national treasure, so it's also a star meant for status and recognition. People who are doing the artistic job, so no matter it's cooking, singing, dancing, or speaking, talking, so just unleash your best talent for this year, yeah? Because this elegant sale is a good start for you to perform, to unleash your talent. So don't miss out the opportunity for this year. So of course, there are other things that we need to take note. So the litigation and the 5 goals is to reminding us to be alert on any terms and conditions or anything that we are not sure that we are uncertainty. So check out with the professional advisor that we are able to get some good advice from them so that we are not doing anything that's against the rules and regulation. And on top of that, the peeling head and the yellow flag here is to reminding us to take good care of the elderly family members, including ourselves, yeah, because wow, this year you have so many responsibilities, so tendency of feeling so stressed, yeah, so take good care of yourself, give yourself a relaxation for this year as well. So besides of people born in the year of dragon, so people with these months in 5th of April to 4th of May in Western calendar, or is Chinese calendar is March, or if let's say your time of birth is 7 to 9 a.m., that means your chart is present with this dragon as well. Okay, so now we move on to the snake. So snake sign people is present with the monthly virtue. So that means that you are able to receive good help from kind, helpful people this year. So of course, if all this while you have been practice of contributing, of helping others, definitely you will be receive a greater faith and support as well. And not forgetting the death charm, small consumption, solid killing, and robbery sharp. So the small consumption, 小豪盛. So small consumption means spend lesser money. Big consumption means bigger money. So small consumption. So make sure your money spent in a meaningful way. Yeah, for example, you can do some donation or you can buy a little gift for your loved one, your family, your friends, your colleagues. Yeah, so spend in a meaningful way. And those other negative star, pay attention on like robbery charm, solid killing, death charm, is take good care of the personal safety as well as important personal belonging. Yeah, this is also includes your home safety. For example, if let's say your door is located at 5 yellow star, which is the east sector this year, so make sure you are double locked and take good care of the safety when you are out from home. If you are born in 5th of May to 5th of June in Western calendar or April in Chinese calendar, or your time of birth is 9 to 11 a.m., so that means your chart is present with the sign of snake as well. So okay, so horse sign people, so I'm sorry to say that there's no auspicious star this year. So this only inauspicious star, but it's not end of the world, yeah, because as I say in the beginning of the session, besides of referring to the year, so we do have month, day, and hour pillar. So we can still leverage on the good stars appearing at other pillar to see how we are going to utilize to activate the good star, and also in combination with feng shui and our personal wisdom as well. Okay, so big consumption, spend bigger money, more contribution. So as long as you are spending in the meaningful way within your budget, I would say it's all right. For example, you have planned to buy house, to buy property, or maybe you wanted to buy a car. So that is your branding, your value, your investment. So please go ahead because it is still under a stable type of investment. Or you want to invest in insurance, FD, or stable share of market, that would be all right as well. But if let's say any high risk investment activity, yeah, that is the thing that you need to do more research so it's not badly affecting by this negative big consumption star. Okay? And others negative star like the year breaker and calamity. So this is also reminding you all to take good care of your personal safety, avoid high risk spot for this year, especially in the month of June and December. And I would also suggest you to go for blood donation, otherwise teeth cleaning would be okay as well. And sky cry star, yeah, the tendency of cry, of feeling sad. So, but it's not a bad thing because sometimes when we cry, it's a way for us to release the negativity, release the bad emotion. So I would suggest you to listen to a touching song, to watch a touching movie, or you can attend some healing class, yeah, to release all your toxic, to release all your negativity. That would be good, yeah. And now we move on to good. Wow, this year is a fantastic year for you, yeah, because it's present with the Emperor star and then also the Dragon virtue, 紫微龍德, yeah, it's a very high status of the noble star. Okay, so and on top of that, you are also have this earth relief and the jade hall. That means your problem is able to resolve, and the jade hall, that means the money opportunity would be increased as well. That means besides of gaining greater support, greater help from your boss for those under the employment, for those in the business, you are also have chance of meeting the higher quality clients that can actually boost up your business performance. And not forgetting those negative side, negative stars, like the sky darkness, sixth harm, the brutal defeat, and the year shark, is to remind you to stay calm and cool, yeah, while any sudden thing that happen in your life, yeah. Stay calm and cool, take a deep breath while you are actually got some ad hoc thing that you need to face it, you have no choice, yeah. So just make yourself take a deep breath, then will be okay. And also the sixth harm star is to remind you, in case any dealing of activity, you need to delegate the job to others, any important job delegate to others, make sure you check carefully, follow up closely, especially in the month of December 2020. Okay, and besides of people also born in the 7th of July to 6th of August in Western calendar, or June in Chinese calendar, or your time of birth is 1 to 3 p.m. So this means that your chart is present with good sign as well. Okay, monkey sign people is present with only one auspicious star, which is the fortune metal. So this is a good star for people under employment, yeah, because it's meant for reward, increment, bonus. Okay, and of course those under business, you can also utilize or activate this star by giving a rewarding system for staff, for example, KPI rewarding system to motivate them, those who are able to perform better, so you reward them to motivate them. Red dragon and this monkey is actually under 3 combinations, a formula under 3 combinations somehow. So tendency of working, collaboration, to meet up with external friends, yeah, so success working on something, the chance is there. So you can actually have a cup of coffee with some trusted friend, yeah, look for them, have a cup of coffee, and let's see what would be the win-win situation that you can collaborate to increase the business together. Okay, and negative star here is white star, white tiger, flying chase, and a big shark and a back poking. So this star is actually to remind us again to be alert on our personal safety, avoid high risk sport activity this year. And also while we are dealing with on people relationship matter, so learn to think about how we are going to work in the more harmony way. So otherwise it will trigger some conflict, some argument, yeah, or some gossiping. So away yourself from gossiping this year, okay, and learn some ways that make yourself feel harmony way, so both also feeling comfortable while working something. And in terms of feng shui, of course you can reduce the usage in the north sector. So because the north sector this year is the Sanpek Seng, that would trigger some arguments, so try to avoid it as well. And you can leverage more on the northeast sector, which is flying star one, that is good for people relationship. Okay, so people with a rooster sign, yeah, is present with the heaven virtue, fortune virtue, and the sky happiness. So all this star is means that you have a lot of chance, a lot of opportunity to yum sek sek. So for people who want to diet, who want to slim down, so you have to do more exercise, yeah. And all this star is also means that you would actually have good invitation that from your colleague, your friends, or maybe your family, so invite you to join their happiness event, yeah. So it's a good sign to actually build up good relationship and be happy together. This Teen Hei Seng, sky happiness, is also a good star for people who is single. So single people, so seek for opportunity this year because a chance of meeting someone is there. Okay, and those people who are in a stable relationship, yeah, tendency of getting married as well. And those people who have married, okay, so perhaps there's a good news of a newborn baby for this year. So those negative star is the curly tongue, so that is meant for gossiping. So away yourself from any gossip this year. Okay, and not forgetting the drab stars is also pay attention on the elderly family health condition. Okay, and the last star is a salty pool star, is to remind us to be clarity on romance relationship, because the salty pool star is meant for the non-long lasting romance relationship. So while you are having a good star, Teen Hei Seng, and at the same time you're also having this salty pool star as a negative non-long lasting romance relationship. So be clarity, yeah, while you are meeting with the opposite sex to make a right choice for this year. Okay. So besides of people with a rooster year, so if let's say you are born in 8th of September to 7th October in the Western calendar, or in Chinese calendar is August, or your time of birth is 5 to 7 p.m., that means your chart is present with rooster sign as well. Okay, so people with the dog sign is present with heavenly relief and the exit star. So Tin Gai and Ba Zhou. So the Tin Gai, this heavenly relief star, means that your problem can be resolved. And exit star means that your learning ability increase. So if let's say we are linking these two stars together, we can say you are able to help people or help yourself to solve problems using your knowledge, your wisdom. So I would suggest people with the dog sign to go for learning class to upgrade so you are more capable on helping others. And of course, while people knock your door to seek for help, seek for guidance, so do your best to help people as well, yeah, because what you give is what you receive. So those negative stars that we need to pay attention is a sky dog, blood knife, instability, and funeral guest. So all this stuff is actually reminding us to be alert on our personal safety, especially if let's say you are engaged in the water-related activity. So be more careful on that. And this funeral guest is also reminding us, so if any participation on funeral events, so when you come back home, so make sure you cleanse your body well. For example, you can actually bath with sea salt water. That would be all right, yeah? So besides of people who is born with a dog sign in the year, so if let's say you are born in 8th of October to 6th of November in Western calendar, or September in Chinese calendar, or your time of birth is 7 to 9 p.m., that would be a sign of a dog for your party chart as well. So people with pig sign, so good news to you, yeah, because it's present with the intelligent star, the Manchong Sing. So that means you're able to getting smart and intelligent for this year. So people who are taking exam, so it's expected to achieving good result as well. So no matter you are adults or children, so it's expected doing well in your exam. So think that you are not familiar in the past few years, so you just flip out the book, then somehow you are getting some instinct, some idea on how to get the thing done. So I would suggest you to go to upgrade yourself with learning something to actually fully utilize this intelligent star for this year. Okay, and pay attention on those negative stars like the death god, sickness, surpassing path. So the death god means that for this year, be alert, yeah, on the important personal belonging. For example, the wallet, a handphone, maybe you've forgotten to put put somewhere. So pay attention on that, yeah, to take good care of your important personal belonging. And not forgetting the surpassing path, it means that this year is potential of taking care of something new. For example, you have switched to a new job, switched to a new environment, or maybe your boss is giving you some new tasks that you never did before, so you're feeling so stressed. So that is the part you need to make yourself to learn how to de-stress, yeah? So that is the last session that I will be sharing how to heal our emotion later, okay? And the signal star is to remind you to pay attention on your personal health, especially on the head and the blood circulation and also the urinary system. So do expose more to external sunshine, the natural, that would be great to heal, yeah, no matter it's our body, mind, or soul, that would be also helpful. Okay, so besides of people with this pig sign, so if let's say people who is born in 7th November to 6th of December, or in Chinese calendar would be October, or if let's say you're born in 9 to 11 p.m., that means your chart is present with this pig sign as well.